Ghana, seamless acres of assorted 21st century treasures, poised, packaged, and presented to the world as business prospects. This is Ghana, the Earth's pivot, bearing all the desirable accolades of a progressive nation, vast landscape with reserves, resorts, wildlife, diverse vegetation, and arable soil, with a weather that is incomparable. A sovereign nation with a stable political environment and good governance. Vibrant media within its freedom of expression. Even spread of cash crops, vital mineral and natural resources nationwide. And the people enthusiastic, energetic, and full of life. The Ghana Free Zones Authority was established over 2 decades ago to utilize and share these boundless treasures with the rest of the world.
The Free Zone program is open up to everybody, foreigners and locals. Most people think it's only for foreigners. But I'm telling you here today that every businessman whose vision is to export, add value, these are the 2 keywords. And there's no limit on the investment capital. We don't say you have to be multi-millionaire or bring $1 million US or £1 million pounds sterling before you can set up. We cater for all businesses, both small, medium, and large enterprises.
Ghana Free Zones Authority heralds Ghana's enabling business and investment environment and weaves it into mouth-watering incentives for all to enjoy, with the desires of each investor in mind. Total exemption from all duties and levies. Total exemption from income tax payment for the first 10 years. Exemption from withholding tax from dividends. No import license is required. Major customs process waivers. 100% ownership guaranteed with no restrictions on repatriation of dividends. Foreign exchange accounts permitted. The list is endless. Beyond these packages, the Ghana Free Zones Authority has created several business oases throughout the nation. Several acres of industrial enclaves guaranteeing exclusive benefits and protection for all sectors. Agro-based, technology-driven, real estate development input, specialist industry services, among others.
I think we are a proud company to be involved with Free Zones and the Free Zone concept because as a nation, where we seek to have value addition, the Free Zone concept is one concept that anybody who's looking at a value addition should look out for. It has been a foreign exchange earner for the country. It has been a source of employment for graduates and also for Ghanaians as a whole.
For us, we have been in that cordial partnership with the Free Zone. I wouldn't say a relationship, but that partnership with the Free Zones board to ensure that we meet our objectives and then we support the local industry to grow. We pride ourselves as the largest employer in the private sector. Our employment over this year has ranged between 3,800 to 4,500. And we are excited that we are part of this wonderful family that ensures that we recruit a lot more Ghanaians, we support them, and train them, grant them the necessary expertise so that they will be able to flourish in any field of endeavor. So we are growing and we are still very hopeful that we will grow bigger.
There's a 10-year tax holiday for companies operating within free zones. We also have import exemptions for equipment that is used on the process line. We are VAT exempt, and there is also, within a certain threshold for petroleum supplies, there are also certain tax exemptions. Free Zone support is a very good instrument in business development for us, and we are grateful for it and believe that we can continue to count on it.
The reason why we joined the Free Zone, a big attraction was the incentives we can enjoy, in particular the 10-year corporate tax holiday, as well as to import goods duty-free inside Takoradi Port. When we got a Free Zone license in 2013, it made provision to set up an oil field service hub for the entire Takoradi Port. So we're using our let's call it our grandfathered Free Zone license to attract the other investors. We set up the oil and gas facility for Takoradi Port For the first time in history, after 20 years, Takoradi Port showed a profit in 2015 of $17 million, and it's still growing. So Viking helped GPSA to turn around Takoradi Port.
The Ghana Free Zones Authority has created an efficient hub coordinating all the import and export routes through the sea and airport as well as land borders. All the institutions, regulatory bodies, agents and security organizations collaborate with the Ghana Free Zones Authority to ensure that business runs smoothly for beneficiaries all year round.
The relationship between the Ports Authority and the Ghana Free Zones Board, I would describe it as a very symbiotic, long-term relationship that seeks to benefit not only the two both state institutions but also Ghana at large. From the political side, Ghana is stable. From the economic side too, Ghana is very stable. The ports of Ghana are being expanded and automated to ensure that when economic operators do business through the port, time is not wasted. In short, Ghana is open for business.
The secured and sovereign state of Ghana boasts an enviable judicial system with highly efficient business and commercial court structures and processes that deliver fairness in settlement of disputes promptly all year round.
An investor who comes down here, it's assured that you have very good courts, very competent judges, courts that compare with any in the world. Ghana is an investor-friendly country. We have a judiciary that ensures that investors have their disputes settled promptly and settled fairly.
And institutions guaranteeing and training human resource development to feed all industrial sectors.
We are producing more than enough human resource to feed our industries, to feed all the various sectors of our economy, to contribute to national development.
Our beneficiaries are in vibrant business, exporting various finished and processed factory inputs all over the world.
As an export-oriented company, we found out that the Ghana Free Zone is the best, and that is where we went to them. We're exempted from corporate tax. If you don't pay the corporate tax, you reinvest the money again, instead of maybe paying the taxes if you export, and then since you are also with the Ghana Free Zone Board, you are being obliged to export a certain amount, of your product, which also helps you to keep you on your toes so that you can export. And when you export more, you also earn a lot of money. The money that we brought in to set up the company was very less. I can say it was less than $100,000 to set up the company, but now we well to over $40 million. So far I think we are doing well.
So I see more and more foreign investors coming into Ghana. I think the language barrier, being in English, helps a lot. And you can see Ghanaian people are eager to learn and eager to do business, expand themselves. I think it's coming along well as well. You can see that people are making effort to learn from other countries how they operate the ports, how they are bringing foreign investors and capturing them to keep them there. So slowly I can see over the past few years that Ghana has been doing their best.
Free Zone support is a very good instrument in business development for us, and we are grateful for it and believe that we can continue to count on it.
I think it's more of a partner. It's because they've been working with us hand in hand, and it has improved since we started some years back till today.
They have been a great partner, because when you are a partner, definitely you facilitate to ensure that whatever initiative the other partner takes succeeds. And for us, we think the Free Zones Board has been a great partner.
I would say partner, because we feel at home. And for example, when we have any difficulties, you can always go to them. They will address it, and they will also tell you where you have to go, which direction you have to go, and which direction you don't have to go.
Partner, because everything that we do with and through the Free Zone Board. Daily reports, application to bring in goods.
Rare selflessness, Responding to the dire needs of others is the inbuilt virtue of the Ghana Free Zones Authority's brand since inception. The Ghana Free Zones Authority welcomes you to Ghana. It's a hassle-free oriented process with a client service care that is continuously engaging to ensure progress and success at every stage. We guarantee you find that the Ghana Free Zones Authority is sharing good fortunes.